Okay, hello, and I am live. The other sale was just wrapping up and I was ready to go live. So notifications will be going out and people will be popping in. And I just put some chapstick on because my lips are dry. So I am just kind of waiting here for everybody, hopefully, to join in. I know that there's probably some people who have to make a little stop in between Misty's sale and my sale, so it's totally understandable. That's why I thought I would jump on just a little early as soon as she wrapped up. And hello, Carrie Ann and Paula. Hello there. Hi, Susan. And hello, Angela. And everybody else who is in. Hello, Dolores, and really appreciate you guys being here, and definitely appreciate the subscriber count going up. That is always great. Um, yeah, so while everybody is popping in, I want to say yes, I have kind of been MIA the last few days. I kind of mentioned it on my Saturday sale that I unfortunately had to get caught up on my books, and just like Misty, I really needed to get my taxes done because it was like this weight that was kind of hanging over me, and I really needed just to focus and to get all of that done, plus my driver's license renewed. I have two professional licenses that renewed. I had to get my Washington State something or other done for the business, and I had to get car tabs. And it was like everything was coming at once. Everything. And I just had mentioned in my Saturday sale that I just need to take a couple days to focus on that stuff, get it done, get it out of here. So thank you everyone who knew that I was going to be kind of MIA, and I'm sorry for everyone who I know has been sending emails, and I've been um, trying to get back to people saying, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just really trying to focus to get this stuff done and get it out the door so that I can get back to focusing on this stuff. So luckily, yeah, I've pretty much got everything done. I have to take a continuing education class while I'm working on stuff on Monday, but that should be good. And then, yeah, and then I can get all that done. So yeah, so everything is done. The taxes, like Misty, are being reviewed by a tax professional at the moment, and I am hoping that nothing else needs to be done. So thank you everyone for your patience. And yes, I will be jumping on as soon as this sale is done back to packing and shipping and invoicing. But the really good news for you guys is you get to have a whole bunch of combined shipping for purchases from previous sales. You'll be getting everything in boxes that kind of collectively will be a whole lot cheaper because of the wonderfulness of combined shipping. So hello to everyone who has popped in while I've been kind of yammering on, just kind of waiting for everybody to pop in. So yeah, so I am so sorry that I am behind on invoicing, behind on packaging, but you guys know when you have a project that you just don't really want to do, but really need to focus on, that you just kind of have to put everything aside a bit and just get it done. Um, I also want to thank everyone who has been subscribing to Nancy at This Overstuffed House. I'm trying to get to 1,000, obviously, because that's always like the first big goal, is to get to 1,000. Now I'm getting closer to 800. So if you are new to my channel and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, tell all your friends and neighbors to subscribe so I can get the count up. Now, I also want to thank everybody who has been subscribing and helping out Nancy at This Overstuffed House. Hopefully, I can get more of an update. I haven't had a chance to see everything that she's been doing, but she just put out a video about she's got a room that is full, and excuse me, with the work people coming to kind of work on the furnace, hopefully soon, and to replace that out, they need to be able to get to all of the radiators that are in her house. And a few of the rooms, like she's not kidding, they are overstuffed. And so she's had to tackle some of those to clear stuff out so that they can get to the radiators. And if you haven't had a chance, please subscribe to her channel and check out her latest video where she kind of just helps you when things are really overwhelming, like this room that she had to clean out, and just how to just kind of tackle it. It's, I think, very, very kind of mentally helpful for people when they're trying to start a project that seems overwhelming, but you can do it and you can make progress and get things done. So yeah, so I'm hoping to get, hopefully, to hear back from her at some point that we can know if she's passed. I know her application was being fast tracked for some assistance to get the new furnace. So yeah, so hopefully that will happen. But I just want to put it out there to thank everyone. If you need a link to Nancy's channel, please check out my channel page on my YouTube channel, because I have got links to fantastic channels throughout the YouTube community that if you're not subscribed to these great channels, you really should be. So definitely stop by my channel page before you leave. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the channels that are on that channel page, and because you'll definitely want to be checking out their content, because they are some great YouTube channels that are up and coming, and they are putting out great content. Also, I have a calendar. I try to keep it up to date periodically when I know things are changing. So check that out, because I try to keep everybody's time on there for sales and unboxings and video premieres and live chats and everything else that is going on. So if you know of anybody who has anything going on, then that should be included in the calendar. Let me know, because I'm not a scheduler of any kind. I just post the information out there. You can do whatever you want with your time. They can do whatever they want with their time. And just kind of is out there in the universe for you to pick. So thank you everyone for being here. And I have got some really, really fun items today, including one that I kind of used as my thumbnail for the, what was it, the preview video, that I have a really, really cool fairy lamp. But we're definitely going to need thumbs up for the fairy lamp before I will bring that out in a bit. So everybody keep going with the thumbs up. And let's see, I am going to start with a bracelet. So I do also, I do vintage items in the sale. If you are new or semi-new, I do vintage. I do collectible items also. But I also do kind of unique, one-of-a-kind type items, which in my opinion, a lot of jewelry falls into unique, one-of-a-kind items. And I look for jewelry not only that is great to be worn as is. This is a really neat bracelet, but items that also have really neat components to them, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that like to repurpose jewelry, not only for other jewelry items, but also for other types of crafts that you can use beads for. So this again is a really neat bracelet that would just, I'm going to put it on this way because it's just a little easier to pop it on. But this has got some really fantastic beads on it. So glass beads, some natural stone, some more natural stone on here. These, I believe, are they're registering in kind of the amethyst range. So I believe that those are amethyst. And again, just some really nice glass beads, some metal work, some other natural stones in here. And again, I love finding these things because they are great for, again, wearing and repurposing. Ooh, I must have stirred up some dust while I was fluffing everything up. And thank you, Susan, for putting that up there. Um, so yeah, so tickled pink or pickled tink, excuse me, was great to put in my information in there. So thank you so much. And so this bracelet, can you see it on my wrist again? Yes. So I am going to put it on this way because for me, this is just the easier way to, oops, to get this on. So it does just wrap around, and it does have a like a natural coil to it. So it does naturally want to sit in this kind of a coil configuration. And this bracelet is $10 and it's number 44. So my sale, if you are new, works pretty much just like the other sales do, where I have an item, I describe it, it has a number, it has a price, and then it has a number, and the first person I see who puts the number in the chat claims the item. Also, because of different internet speeds, I if at any time you see an item that you would like to have done as an offer up instead of as a set price, again, just because of different um, internet speeds, because I know my internet speed is very slow and I am always behind in the chat. So I completely understand that. So just type the word offer into the chat and then I will do an item as an offer instead of as a set price. And I see Lori Blue Flamingo Mercantile for number 44. So thank you. And the next item that I have has a little bit, and hello, and I'm going to try to catch up with everybody I didn't have a chance to say hello to. So hello, Lynn and Auntie Christy and Tina. So as I see, and Tammy, Angel, hello there. So as I see names popping up again, I'm going to try to reach out and say hello to everybody because I know I was going at the beginning here. So this, if you saw my video on this one when I did the unboxing, you'll know that unfortunately there is a chip out of this one. And then I also noticed that there is a little crack, which you might be able to see right there. However, wouldn't necessarily recommend using this as a for a burning candle because of the crack, just in case that gave way. But for decoration purposes, I think that this deserves a second chance in life because it is a beautiful pattern. There is not a maker on the back, probably a sticker that unfortunately has been removed. There is a little bit of like that. Gosh, how do you describe it? Like when they just kind of sprinkle a little bit of the gold on there. So it's not really painted on, it's just kind of splattered on. There's a little bit of that, but this is such a pretty dish that it would look so nice in a display, even if it wasn't used for a candle. Just because of the crack in there, I would worry with the heat and the pressure of the candle that that could give way. But if you wanted to put one in that you weren't going to burn, this, you know, that is a good question as to whether or not that is painted or transfer. Let me get in here. I am going to say this is probably transfer. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading the comment from Josie's Butterfly Kisses. So that's okay. I haven't done much of anything because I've been having to work on some other projects. So not a problem. Yes, please send me an email and know that nothing is happening for you to worry about right now. So yes, I do believe this is transfer, and then the pink part is probably painted on, but this part looks transfer. So this is just going to be $5, and it's number 24. Again, for a really cute little item, looking for a second chance in life to be used by someone for a very pretty little display. And the next item I have, this is a Haviland item. This is Haviland Limoges, and it has these beautiful pink roses painted on here. And this is an egg cup, and there's even a pretty pink rose on the inside. Oh, and I'm just reading, sorry, I was just reading Susan's comment about getting her hardware removed. Oh, that would be so nice. Oh, I hope that appointment goes well and you get to have that hardware removed. So here is the Haviland and Company Limoges mark on the back or on the bottom. So this is a very nice little egg cup, beautifully painted. And this is $10, and it's number 42. And hello, Tiger. And I didn't say properly hello, Marianne, and hello, Pamela. Mm. And Danny Calver for number 42. Thank you. And again, just again, to let you know, sometimes it takes a little bit for it to show in my feed, again, because my internet is just a little bit slow, it seems. Even though when I renewed, they assured me it was 3 times faster than it was before. I don't notice any difference. So typical internet companies, right? They tell you things are faster, but they're not faster. Uh, so next up, I have a pair of 3 times faster than, yes, exactly. Pretty much it. So I have a pair of Coca-Cola glasses. Yes, the bill gets here 3 times faster. That's right. Oh, goodness. So these have, I'm showing you both sides of these because they each have Coca-Cola written in 2 different styles. So one just says enjoy Coke and one says Coca-Cola. And they're just cute little glasses, just that would hold probably a can's worth in there. And just fun for Coca-Cola. I know that there's a lot of people who enjoy Coca-Cola items, and I thought that these would just be a fun addition because I know that Coke puts them out in some different colors, and it's really fun to have all the different colors and collect the different colors and sets. And oops, so this pair of glasses is $5, and it's number 9. $5, number 9. Oops. Okay. And I have some linen items. And hello, Chicago lady. And I hate to say this, I have forgotten your first name. I am terrible. And Emancipation 300, I know that I know your name and I cannot remember it. So I do apologize. I try to remember everybody's name, but gosh, it usually takes 3 or 4 times for it to really sink in. Hello, Joelle, and hello, Patricia, and Michelle. I'm going to remember it. I am going to remember that. So I have got a really fun place setting. So I have 4 um, placemats, 4 napkins, and 4 napkin rings, which make a really fun set. This is very tropical, um, kind of the 80s feeling with these. I have to say they are so fun. So we have 4 of these, which are identical with the stripes on them. And here they are in their fun colors. Now they come with 4 yellow napkins. And then the napkin rings are the best part. Tropical fish. These are so great to match the colors in here. I just love this set. Let me get one of these out so you can see how great this fish is. It is. It's very bright and cheery and just ready for summertime with the sunshine. I know everybody's ready for summer. So ready for summer. And then it looks so great when you combine the fish, the yellow, and then this. I mean, that is just a fun and colorful set, just ready to go. And this set is $8. $8 for the whole set, and it is number 4. Now, I will say these have been washed a couple of times, but I think that they are just awesome. And oh, and Lori from Blue Flamingo. And Lori, I was at yours and Christine at Side Street Market sale, and I have to say that wall behind you is getting to be spectacular. I love that. I love what you have done with all your decorations on that back wall. That is just awesome. Especially the big sea turtle. I mean, it's just right there, just right. Oh man, that I just love that. Oh gosh, what's next? Oh, I'm gonna do these next. These are so cute. Your fence looks like that too. Oh my gosh, that must be fantastic. I have a set of 4 little vintage party invites. They are all the same party invites. There are 4 of them, and they are the teeny tiny little size here. So they are just, gosh, what size is this? 3.5 inches by about 2.5 inches. So they're just a small party invite, but look at that sweet puppy and the little bow. And it says you are invited, or you're invited to a party. And then here is all the party information on the inside. And hello, Purple Love. And hi, Janice. And it is the kind that has that additional fold in it. And here is the back. It says "Forget Me Not Cards." And there are, again, 4 of these. And they are $5, number 13, for the cute little party invites. Okay. Next up is a clear glass vase. Now, I love picking up clear glass. I'm not afraid to pick it up. I think it has its own beauty to it, but I really like finding ones that have just an interesting shape to them, something about them that makes them different than just a clear glass vase. And this, I have to say, is just a very striking design with the shape of it, plus the way that it's kind of gathered in the middle there. I thought that was a really good touch. This is about 6.5 inches tall, so it's a really nice bud vase size. Here is the bottom of it. Yeah, I like the way that the clear glass really shows that off too. I think it is very nice, and especially when you can get it in or buy a natural light, so that it really kind of picks up that prisming effect that you can get off of that. And this vase is $8, and it's number 27. And thank you guys so much for all of the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Um, Keep it going, because we need to get the thumbs up so that that I can get to the really fun fairy lamp that I have. And Tammy, I have you for number 27. Thank you. And I'm going to do another piece of jewelry. Let me double check. Okay, so I had to double check this. I know I sized this ring, and I just had to double check the size. So this is a beautiful gold tone ring, and it does have the rhinestones through it, and it's this nice woven pattern. It is a sized ring, and it is a 7.5 to 8 size. So it kind of falls right in between 7.5 and 8. And then here it is, and I'll show it all around here. I did not see an indication as to who made this, but it's a very pretty little accent ring. It's nice when you want a little sparkle. And again, this is a 7.5 to 8, somewhere right in between 7.5 and 8. And this is $7, and it's number 50. Um, I'm trying to think. I think that the leopard ball will be in Saturdays. Yes, I think I have that with my stuff for the Saturday sale. And pickled tink, I have you for number 50. I was just double checking to see, but yeah, I think that's where that is. And hello, Jen, and hello, Denise. I know I saw you and I forgot to say hello. And Jay Goodwin, I don't know your first name, but thank you and welcome to my sale. And I know that a lot of people commented, and I know Tiger was one of the people who commented that this looks like something that Katie needs for her tuna. But I think Katie's going to be real happy with her Tupperware ring that she has been using. Sabrina, you asked about the tea set, and I have to say, after doing some research on that tea set, which I thought that tea set when I saw it was really, really spectacular. And it turns out it is really, really spectacular. And it is for sale right now on eBay, but I will probably not be bringing it to the live sales because it is a really spectacular set. Um, so yes, if you want to look at it and get a closer look at it, it is on my eBay, and I do have the path that you can copy and paste, or um, if you follow me on Instagram, I know you can go to my link tree and get it there. And I also have the way that my new business cards are. If you have that, you can go. If you can scan the bottom one, and that'll take you to Linktree, and that'll take you right to my eBay store. But yeah, it's just I wish I could have brought it to the live sales, but I just don't. It's just a little too much. So I do apologize, but it is a very beautiful set. I bet a lot of people had this mold. It was a very popular one. I definitely remember it, or one like it from my childhood. This one, though, I saw, and it's a little different and a little more, I think, neat because it's from Portugal. So this is a copper mold from Portugal. And I know that people were commenting because I think that the next one that Katie's going to do is going to involve tuna. And they were saying that she needs that, but I don't think that it would be as appetizing if it was actually shaped like a fish for Katie to eat. Plus, I really like her Tupperware mold where the it just falls right out of the mold. Um, but I will show you here right on top. It says, I'm going to say Tagus because I am not quite sure how you actually pronounce that. Tagus, and it's marked Portugal. And but it is very nice. It is a very shiny copper, very nice on the outside. Looks like it may have been gently used on the inside, or it could just be due to some age on there. But yeah, I don't see many um, from Portugal. And I thought this was kind of different and unique, and it might have just a little bit of a different shape and look to it than the other fish molds that are out there. And this one is $12 and it's number 18. And hello, Helen and Jan. Hello there. Thank you for letting us know your first name. And hello, Michelle. And I didn't get a chance to, I think, actually say hello, Sabrina. And hi, Lynn. And hello, Gabrielle. So I have a crocheted piece, and um, this is what I would think of as like something you could put on top of a tablecloth to add like another dimension to it. Because this is, I don't know if it's intended to be an absolute square, maybe when it was made. Right now, it's kind of more closer to 30 inches by 34 inches, but it has a really pretty design. Now, you can see that there is a stitch or two out here, and I think there's one, yeah, one down here that needs a little repair. Um, but it is a really nice design with a beautiful center. And then there was one, now because of the stitching being out here, I didn't want to do too much of a stain treatment. I didn't want to damage any of that area. There is just a little spot right there, pretty much on that little piece of the yarn that is a little out of color, but because of the stitching, I didn't want to kind of damage that area. But this is a very pretty little tabletop or a very large doily. And the sides on here are very nicely stitched. And again, this is about 30 by 34 inches. And this is $12, and it is number 3. Oops, $12, number 3. And I have brought back some art to this sale. As you can see from the gallery wall behind me, I do enjoy art, and I like looking at that at thrift stores and kind of anywhere else I find myself. I am always going through the art. I have lots of little clusters of art all over the house. So sometimes I end up finding things and I keep them for myself, and, and sometimes I'll switch some things out. But this one, I swear I know what this is and where this is. It's just not coming to me. But this is a really fun vintage piece of art. Now, I am not sure, but I don't think this is an original. Um, but the frame has been painted. You can see it has a little bit of distressing on it. And this is a statue, but I feel like I know who that is and where it is, but I just for the life of me can't think of it. Here is the back of it. So you can see it was framed very nicely. It has this really neat old hook on it for hanging. The frame itself is just a little over 8 by almost 7. So 8, little more than 8 by almost 7. And the art itself is about 5.5 by almost 4. Um, well, the two that are on the end here were painted by my grandmother, kind of grandmother-in-law by marriage. And then this one is a done by I believe a British Columbia, because I am in Washington State, northwest Washington. And so this, I believe, is a British Columbia artist who did that one. Yeah, so it does. It's kind of like it's either Italy, Spain, Portugal. It just kind of has maybe that kind of a feel to it. But it's a really nice print. Really nice frame. Has great vintage kind of textures to it because of the frame. And this is $12 and it's number 53 and Italian because of the pink and blue. Very good. I can totally see that. And hello, Cindy. And I have a clear glass bowl. And I believe this is the something like water lily or pond lily or something like that for the name of this pattern. It's a very nice relish dish. And it is from handle to handle, it's about 9.5 inches long. It's about 5 inches wide. The dish itself is about 7.5 inches across, 9.5 inches from handle to handle, and about 5 across. Very pretty floral pattern. And this is $6 and it's number 25. And I have another piece of jewelry. And yes, clear glass especially is good for jelly beans. Absolutely. Really makes them sparkle. So here is a necklace, and this is by Sorelli. Oops, let me turn it this way. Okay, let me get it going the right direction here. There we go. You can't read it if I don't have it going the right direction. Nope, still have it upside down. There we go. So it says Sorelli on there. And hello, Peterson. And so this is interesting because these pieces are actually fused together. So there's a whole bunch of metal pieces and they are fused on here to create the shape of this, but they are some beautiful little rhinestones and some other kinds of stones in here, but a really pretty variety. I'll just move that along so you can see all of the pretty colors in here. It's mostly pinks and purples, and it's going to fit right about there on you. But the nice thing with it being all soldered together is that it really retains its shape when it's sitting on you. It's not going to kind of cluster down in the middle like a lot of them do. It should stay very nice. And again, lots of pinks and purples in this one. And that is not, oops. Okay, and my first flub up of the day for getting the wrong label on there. So this is $12 and it's number 36. I'll have to go by my notes, not my little cheat sheet. Oh, there always has to be one that you have mislabeled somehow, right? Oh my goodness. Well, hello, Shirley. And I see you for number 36. Thank you. And hello to anyone else that I may not have seen pop in. And let's see what's next. Oh, Next, I'm going to throw in some Christmas because I did purchase from the estate sales that I haven't even had a chance to go through all of the Christmas yet. So there's a lot that we still haven't seen, and there's a lot that I haven't even seen because, when you're buying stuff from estate sales online, sometimes you only get a teeny tiny little picture of everything else that's in the lot. So here is one of the spectacular satin balls that has the beautiful ribbon, pin, beads, and sequence designs. Now, this one is on the older side, and some of the white does have a little bit of yellowing on there, but you're really not focusing on that when you're looking at this spectacular ornament. And you can see all of the beadwork on here. And the great thing is that everything is intact. I haven't found a single missing pin, missing sequence in all of this. It is very nicely made. Great ribbon and rickrack because this is kind of that velvety ribbon that is used, and that is the same ribbon that is used down the sides. And this ornament is, you can see how big it is. It's a nice big size. This is $15 and it is number 32. And hello, Julia. And anybody else? I'm scanning to get caught up on saying hello to everyone. Just to be on the safe side, Danny, if you wouldn't mind sending it to me, that would be very helpful, just in case I need it. Always better to have it twice than to not have it at all. So this is interesting. I don't know if I haven't seen Maria Ladybug here, but she is in Sweden, and sometimes she pops into the sales. And and uh, this I think is a from a Swedish artist. I'll get down here so you can see. I think this says, oh yeah, it says Axelson, Axelsson 93. And this is just a page that was meant to go with a stamp, and the stamp isn't here. But I know that there are a lot of duck lovers out there, and I just thought this was a really unusual um, looking duck, and it is a, oh gosh, Mergansers. I'm going to hold it up here. Here is it. This is the kind of duck that it is, and it goes with the stamp that's up there. But I thought even if you didn't have the stamp and you just wanted to use this portion down below, it would be beautifully framed. And it is just on a nice thick cardstock paper, very nice and thick on there. And then it talks a little bit about that kind of bird on the back. And I just thought, that we have so many people who absolutely love birds, and this is a really nicely done. I love the colors of it. It's like very, very natural, but with that blue and the gold in there, it really makes the colors pop. And so this little cardstock print is $2 and it's number 56. Because they taste fishy. I never thought of that. Yes, $2 on that one. It's like just a page that's on thick card stock. But yes, this is $2, number 56. I try to have kind of price points from low, I try to cover all different kinds of price points when I'm kind of putting things together for the sale. And Joelle, I have you for 56. That way I think it's a little more fun when you have a bigger variety of things. Um, so here is this a plastic, um, like a little trinket box place for you to put little things in. It's just about a 3 by 2 inch little box. This is a Monet print that is on the front. So it was just a like a little souvenir piece that was probably picked up at a museum. But it is cute being black and then this pretty watercolor art on top. And it's always helpful when you have just a little extra box to put some things in or to organize things. And this box is $4 and it's number 31. I think it's a little small to hold coasters because this really is just uh, maybe 2 3/4 inches. I don't know if it's wide enough for that. I think it was just a little trinket box, but I think that would have been a good guess if it had been a bigger box. So Lynn, I have you for 31. Thank you. And I'm going to do another piece of jewelry. Um, well, I did list it today and it was there. Um, I'm not sure why it's not showing up, but it was there. I did check. I usually do when I list things, I kind of compulsively go back and look and make sure that they are there. So I have a scarf clip, and this is just a nice gold tone with a rhinestone accent. And then there is a loop back here that you can put your scarf through. And then this pushes down, and it's a nice firm lock on there so that it's not going to slide around too much. And then you have a pretty accent when you're wearing a scarf that shows it off and is a nice little piece of jewelry. And this is just a little gold tone. And I don't see any kind of maker on there. Well, please be careful while driving. Oh my gosh. And so this little clip is $4 and it's number 48. Oh my goodness. Seriously? Oh, come on. Okay. And, and then the trolls begin. And so sorry. And then I lost where I was. There we go. Okay. So this was $4, number 48 for the scarf clip. Oh gosh. Okay. What to do when you're bored, I guess. That's right. Some people unfortunately don't have anything better to do, which is really sad. That's okay. That's okay, guys. That's why we're all doing this together. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here is another old piece. This is also a Limoges, France piece. This is a plate. Now, you can see that some of the gold around the edges is coming off, and you can see that there is a beautiful chrysanthemum design on here. And yeah, I try to kind of go through and make mods whenever I can, but I can definitely, here, we'll add you, and we will add you, and let's see. And we'll add some people. Just as people are coming and going from here, we'll add in some people as to have a few more moderators. And thank you, Peterson. And so, yeah, so now I have a few more mods in here. So I don't know if a lot of you guys watch on Mondays. Over the Years is the name of the channel, and Tim is the guy who kind of runs it with his mother, who goes by Ma Dukes, and his now fiance Josie. They have a really fun channel. He finds great glassware and a lot of kind of vintage and antique items, but he has the hardest time saying a dachshund, and he had a planter that was a dachshund. And then he had another dish that had these chrysanthemums on it. And Lori, if you are still here, I have to say Carrie was, yes, winner, winner. That's right. Carrie was, she had me laughing so hard because Tim, poor guy, he was trying, but he just can't say dachshund, and he couldn't say chrysanthemum when it came up. And Carrie put in the chat, let's get Tim a dachshund and name it chrysanthemum. And I'll tell you, I have not laughed so hard. You got the dachshund planter? Great. That was just so funny. It's like a poor thing, yes. And have him try to explain to everybody that his dachshund's name is Chrysanthemum. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he is a great guy, and he finds the most amazing things. So if you are not subscribed and watching over the years on Mondays, you really, really should be, because he's great and everything is rad. Everything needs to be rad. But I love his enthusiasm. Yes, he is so funny. And I don't know what was going on with Ma Dukes on Monday, but she was hysterical too. There was just something going on with them, but so much fun. But anyway, this chrysanthemum reminded me of that. Now, because this is an old plate, we've got a little bit of chipping on the back. And then there is one spot here that I noticed right on the edge here that there is a little chip. But it's old. This is Limoges. Oops, it's upside down on that one. So there is the Limoges, France. Here is the other mark for Limoges. And again, a piece that just needs a second chance in life. There is a little crack that is running. I think this is mostly just on the inside. I don't see that it goes to the edge. It just kind of goes on the inside little bit right there. And this is $6, and it is number 23. And hello, proud American. I do remember you from, speaking of over the years, I remember you on Tim's sale on Monday night. So welcome. And I see Carrie Ann for number 23. Thank you. And I'm going to do another piece of jewelry. Now, this one, for some reason, I think it's just the shape of it, kind of reminds me of the old scuba diving helmets. There's just something about the shape of this one that just conjures that in my mind. But this is a really interesting design for a, let me get it back in there. So we have a whole bunch of chains, and this is actually the top part, which is a little confusing to wear, but all of these chains, and then you would wear it. Let me see. I think you kind of have to do this individually. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So you have all of those, and then you have this pendant or multiple pendants in the middle, and then more chains. And so that just would slip on, and it's quite long. But again, I'm always looking for items that have great components to them that can be repurposed. And this has some really nice parts right here in the middle. But yeah, this just something about this reminds me of those old scuba helmets. And so this necklace that is great and ready to be repurposed. Oh, you want me to do an offer on this? Okay. So I am going to, let's see, oops. I am going to start this at $12. So if anyone is interested in the chains, which again, there are 5 chains in here. So those would be great to either wear or be repurposed, because they are 5 completely different links to these chains. And then we have this pretty pendant. And then the middle one, which is a little more loose in between the two. And then another one of these down at the end. And then more of the chains that dangle off the bottom. And on this one, it looks like we just have the one person. So, oh, nope, Terry is jumping in. I was about ready to call it, but Terry is jumping in there. I'm just going to grab a sip. And it is a lot of chain in here. So again, really good for repurposing. And okay, So it looks like this is $16 to Terry. So thank you, Terry. And I have another art piece. This is from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and this is a print on board, so it is actually mounted on a board. And I'll show you the back because it has the information about the print, which says that it is, well, it says petite cat, as I'm just going to say it like that, but um, here it is here. This actually does not have anything to hang it on, but you could definitely add one that just would stick on. And then here it is here. So again, it is a cat. And here is the artist down here, and it is dated 1926. Now, because this is very like lacquered onto this board, it does have, and I'm going to try to tilt it in a way. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see. Hmm, maybe not. Oh, there. So there is some surface damage to the lacquer part right there where there are some scratches. And then right here, there are some scratches. And up here, there are some scratches. However, if you're just looking at this, you don't really notice them that much unless you get in really close to see the scratches. And hello, Nate. And so this board measures about 10 and a half by about 7.5. So 7.5 inches by about 10.5 inches. And you definitely could put this in a frame if you wanted to, or you could just put a sticky on the back in order to hang this on the wall. And this print is $16 and it's number 55. And the next item I have is a really unusual, oops, upside down. There we go. This is an unusual piece. So this is brass of some kind or some kind of a metal that looks like brass. And you can see there is all kinds of patina on here. And it is that way on the back. And to me, this looks like it was some kind of a belt buckle. As you can see, lots of patina on the back here. And this measures about 5.5 inches long by about 3.5 inches. So it's a good size. It would be a really big belt buckle. It would be great as some kind of a buckle on a purse or handbag. And I'll get in here close so you can see. She has a very mermaid look to her with the flowing hair. And I'm not sure what era this is from, but it is quite old. And I just noticed that. I was going to see if there was some kind of a writing. Nope, I think that's just part of the design. Yeah, it does seem strange that something like this doesn't have some kind of a signature on it, but it is just a really neat piece. And so this buckle, again, the two straps are right here in the back. And this is $10 and it is number 19. And from there, I'm going to go on to some amber glass. So this is a really nice little either personal sized creamer or just a mini pitcher. You can see it's just a nice small size, beautiful kind of honey amber, nice applied handle that is the same color. And I don't see any chips or cracks on this. And in case anybody is wondering, it is 4 inches tall. So it's just a nice little size. And this is $7, number 15. It's a very nice color. I like this lighter kind of amber that has a very honey look to it. Okay. And then from there, I'm going to go on to peach luster. So here is an anchor hawking fire king. And it has a beautiful spiral pattern in here. Now you can see from down here that this was a piece that was used a couple of times. It does have a little bit of wear on it. Not a lot, but just enough that you notice it, just a little bit as the light hits it. But it's really nice to find a big um, peach luster bowl. And here is the back, so you can see if I can get it in the light to show it off, where it has Anchor Hawking and then Fire King on there. And let me see what else. Boy, that is hard to see. It has a number 18 on it. Just in case that matters. I know sometimes with bowls and everything, to people who collect them, that the numbers on the back sometimes are very important. So just want to point that out. And there is, I wouldn't call it a, because you can see that there isn't a chip or anything, but there is just a little spot that's like a little rough right on there, like maybe they just didn't get it quite as smooth with the glazing as they should have. You could put a lot of eggs in here, definitely. This is $10 and it is number 11 for the really pretty peach luster Fire King bowl. And I have Carrie Ann for number 11. Thank you. I know. I feel sometimes with those spiral designs, like I could hypnotize everybody by swirling it around. Or sometimes with these pretty cut cut glass vases. So this is a kind of short and round vase, but it has this really pretty quilted pattern. And I was looking for a seam and I don't see a seam, so I believe this is cut in. Very pretty the way that it's dimensional, again, to create those pretty prisms when the light hits that. And this is just a nice size of almost 4 inches. And then there also is a little bit of a cut pattern right on the top here also. Here is the bottom. So again, this is cut very nicely to show off those lights as the either sunlight or interior light hits it. Very pretty design. You can see there's enough light on there that it's casting a little bit of a design on my hand. And this is $8 and it's number 26. Again, this is about 4 inches tall and really pretty. I like that, how there's just enough light in here to really show off that cool prisming design that you can see kind of reflected off my hand. And I have a Grammy 211. Thank you. Grandma 211. And I have another necklace. And this one has some beautiful, oops, what is going on here? There we go. So this has a very pretty is that mother of pearl on there? And then it also has all of the beads on here, all the way up. And then you can see they even put one here up on the clasp. And then here is the back of the pendant. So it's very pretty. It's going to hang right about here on you. And this is, well, if you're asking if they're coins, I don't think so, but they are the same material. So I hope that answers your question, Christy. If not, let me know. And again, I do have just a little bit of a lag on my end. So if you are typing and I don't see it, um, just know that it will pop up in just a little bit on my end. No, I have not done the fairy lamp yet because I need more thumbs up on this video. So keep going with the thumbs up and we will get to that. And this necklace is $12 and it is number 45. Oh, coin pearls. Yes, thank you, Yvonne. Yes, everyone should be subscribed. Absolutely. So let's get the subscriber count up and keep the thumbs up coming. Um, and it looks like, yeah, sometimes I have a hard time telling abalone apart from mother of pearl. Um, but I know it's pretty. So I have a pair here. It's not a pair, it's a mismatched pair, but I'm going to pair these two together because this one is an ashtray. However, I see these grooves down here. Again, because I think again, like beadwork and other things, that a crafter could repurpose this ashtray and use these great lines in here as dividers for when they are working on their crafts. Hi, Gracie. Gracie's coming over to say hi. I think she has a little bit of Binks envy every once in a while, and she needs to come over and make a little bit of an appearance, um, like Dee's cat Binks. And then this one, again, this was probably originally used as an ashtray, but again, a great coaster, trinket dish, or to be used when you are crafting to help separate and organize the little items that you are working on. Um, but yeah, I remember seeing things with this great design and and yes, hello there. Do you want to come over and say hello? You want to come over and look here and say hi? No? Okay. And so this pair is $7 and it's number 22. Yes, my Gracie looks an awful lot like Binks, and she does like to come over every once in a while and get in here. I know. Why don't you look up so everybody can see how pretty you are? No? Oh, you're going to sit down. Get her face up there and she wants to sit down. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I know I have to move that. Yeah, because we're going to do this one next. And yes, Dee, just in case you're wondering, everybody does want Binks, but stickers and t-shirts. So I know you have a hard time believing it, but everybody would like that. Um, it's so funny. We just get such a kick out of Binks doing that. Now, the way I have this set up, Gracie can't quite do that. So, so this lovely platter is a Thun, and I'm not sure I'm even saying that correctly. Thun, Bohemia, Czechoslovakia platter. And I believe I measured this already. Nope. I probably measured it and then didn't bother writing it down. I think it's about 14. Yeah, it's about 14 inches by about 10 inches. And this is just gorgeous with the roses on here and the gold trim. This is so beautiful. Yes, I know. I know. You want your treats. Give me just 1 minute and I will get you some treats. Yes. Yes. You want to get your face up here so people can see you? No, then you're going to sit back down again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so about 14 inches by about 10 inches. And you can see it's got this nice um, inset here. So whatever you're putting on there, your meat or turkey or whatever, you've got a spot for the juices to run into. And then here is the back. Oops, I'll turn it this way. So then we can see that it says the Thun, Bohemia, Czechoslovakia, and then it has some numbers over here. And hello, everyone. And don't forget to thumbs up, all of you people. Joanne and Steve, hello there. And Angela, hello. And Dee, everybody continue to hit that thumbs up so we can get the thumbs up going. And so this platter is $20 and it's number 36. Yes, I know. I'm going to get you some right after we do this. Number 35. Did I say 36 and it's 35? Oh, well, I'd take either one. Oh, my goodness. I know. Now we're going to put that down. And I'm going to get you some treats. Oh, I didn't. Oh, there they are. I say I did not put the treats where I normally put them. Oh no. Here we go. All right. That can go there. Okay. So next up, I'm going to do another big platter. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, well, let me see if I can grab her. Oh, I know. I know. She's a big cuddle muffin too. Here, put your face up. Say hi to everybody. I know. See how much like Binks? We've got almost a Binks #2 right here. Oh, there you go. That was a good girl. She's like, lady, get off me. She is nice. She is truly one of the nicest and friendliest cats ever. Um, yeah, she has very, very long whiskers, really long. She's just a little camera shy. So here is a really cool fish platter. This is, what does this say? Blue stripe butterfly fish, Ben Diller, Maui 2001. And this does have some depth to it because this is made to be like a server of some kind. It's made to have, your chips or whatever you want to put in there. Um, Now, it does have, and I didn't want to touch this up because I wanted you to know that there were a few there along the edge here. Not in this part where the food or anything would be. The glazing is very good there. But around the edge on the black, there are a couple of spots where it has been dinged. Now, again, a Sharpie, little nail polish, something like that. What you could put a whole lot of cashews in there. Yes, you could. So I just want to point that out. But the part here that would be close to the food is in great condition. No chips or anything on that. There is like one little bubble right here where like a little bit of extra pottery got while they were glazing, but that's all nice and smooth and glazed over. So this wonderful bowl is $25 and it's number 17. And this is just, it is that beautiful in person. The glazing and paint on here is just gorgeous. It is very nice. And I have Lori at Blue Flamingo. Put that down there. Thank you. And, oh, there it is. Okay, guys, let's get a few more thumbs up. And when I saw this one, of course, I kind of thought of Tiger because nowadays, whenever I see anything that is kind of in the purple tones, my mind always goes, "Oh, I'll bet Tiger would like that." but anybody would like this. This one is really neat. Now, this is kind of a bluish purple. When it is up against, let's see, well, I have this that's blue. When it's up against something that's blue, it looks kind of purplish. If I put it up against something that's, do I have anything purple? Hmm. Well, I kind of have one thing that's purplish. Let me put it up against here. When I find something that's purple and I put it up against it, it kind of looks blue. So it's kind of that right in between blue and purple, kind of depending on what you put by it. I think it kind of picks that up. I don't know if this is caused by sun exposure or if it is supposed to be this color. I have seen this dish in just about every color under the sun, but not this color. So I'm not sure how it became this color, but it's really pretty. It's just a really nice version of this dish. And yeah, this is a great catch-all dish. Great for keys, great for cashews, great for jelly beans, all the good things that we need these dishes for. So yeah, so it kind of depends. If it's around blue, it looks purple. If it's around purple, it looks blue. So it's just great for that in-between color. And this dish is $7 and it is number 20. And I have Auntie Christie for number 20. Thank you. Okay, so I think it is time for the fairy lamp. So everybody get ready for this fairy lamp. Now I have to say, I again picking this up from an estate sale based on a picture, and it's like the furthest thing back in this long row of items in a picture. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to end up with, other than I thought, "Ooh, that looks like a fairy lamp. I better get that one." I had no idea it was going to be this. And this ends up being, if you've seen the preview, or the preview, I think it's the preview. This is really amazing. And it's teeny tiny. You can see how little this one is. So I have my little battery operated candle in here. So on the back here, it says Eden Light. And from what I can tell, this is part of Veritas Lampworks. I'm not 100% sure, but I saw all of those together. And one second. Oh, Helen Booty, number 22 for the pair of ashtray trinket dishes. What's up, Gracie? What do you need? So here is the base, and you can see it is very nicely done with the little bottom, I guess little nubs along the bottom there that it sits on. And from what I can tell, this is EAPG. Gracie, where are you going? She's making up her own route through here. Yes, this is going to be an offer up. And there is no damage on the base at all. Now, I want to point out just before we start the offer up, that again, this is probably, from the research that I can do, this is probably from the 1880s to 1900. There is a little bit, you can see like right there, there is a teeny tiny, but you really have to look for it. And then around the top, there is just ever so slightly like a little flea bite or so around the top, but nothing major about this. And then I am going to start this, or Sue can start it, but I'm going to go ahead and start it. I'll start it at 20, and then you guys can go from there. I want to point out that it is like a milk type glass on the inside, and then the outside here is the blue. And I'm going to see if you can tell. Let's see. I may try turning off. Oops, sorry about that. See if I turn that off and put it over here. If you can see the light on the inside, they're kind of flickering. This is fair. Hi, Gracie. Hi, what's going on? This is fairly thin glass that you can see the candle fairly easily through that. Hi, what's going on? Hmm? What is going on? I know you can sit here. You want to sit? Yeah, you can sit right there. So just to give you an idea, this is about 4 inches tall and almost 3 inches across. So this part of the base is about 3 inches across, and this is about 4 inches tall. But yeah, this is a very, very old um, fairy lamp. And yeah, there's not too many of these um, out there to kind of do some research on. I think people hoard these is the deal. I think that's what's going on with them is everybody is hoarding these things. But it's really, really pretty how light or how thin this is to let the light shine through. And again, I'll give you a look at that base. Very pretty. And then again, let me turn, oops, get that candle off there. And then here is the base again, where it says Eden Light. And then it has all of these little like resting nubs on it. And you can see every single one of those is intact and in good condition. And then here is a close-up on the inside there. A lot of times you can tell how old it is by like some of the names on it, like in this case, this name. Yeah, I don't really do necessarily the $5 increments. People can put what they want to put. I'm okay. And so it's a lot of times based on the name that's used on this one and others from that era, and then trying to kind of do some research into the name. That I pretty much, these ones that are made like this with this kind of a pattern um, do date back um, in the EAPG era where they are the pressed glass, the early pressed glass. And from what I can see of this design and others like it, that they were probably, you're probably looking at like what, like the 1890s to maybe 1910, 1900, somewhere in there, that they were doing them like this. And also because of the layering of the glass in here, the milk glass on the inside and then the blue glass on the outside. And this is really, really thin. Just almost you can see through it even without a light being in there. You can, if I'm looking at it here and I put my finger up, I can see my finger. It's the milk glass on the inside is that thin. But no, when I originally was looking at it and everything, no, it does not glow. I did test it out beforehand, as I do. I pretty much have gotten into the habit, but that is an excellent question to ask. I pretty much have gotten into the habit now of when I have things set up to take my light and to move over everything and check to see if anything glows because the darndest things lately have been glowing. Things that you don't even expect to glow are glowing. So I don't take anything for granted anymore when it comes to glows, because I never know what to expect that will glow. I mean, I had a necklace a few sales back, and that necklace glowed because it was made with uranium glass beads. I wasn't expecting it to, but it just happened to. So that was a lot of fun. So right now it looks like we are at Old Stuff Beth, Texas. Hi, Gracie. Hi there. And oh, and we have Princess Diana popping in here. And Beth is out. Okay, so that looks like Princess Diana coming in sniping at the end. Okay, I know we have to put this somewhere safe where you can't get to it. And we're going to put that there, and we're going to put that there. Okay. I do believe that Princess Diana did pre-register with me. I am going to double check, but I do believe so. So let me just check in here. And I do believe that I have seen you on other sales also. So I am just taking a quick peek here. So yes. Okay. So sorry about that. I was just taking, oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Christy. Thank you for clarifying that. So yes, I did receive Diana's information. So thank you for that. And let me put that with that. Okay. And Carrie, thank you so much for joining here. I was telling everyone earlier how you were cracking me up um, on Monday night because, oops, I have a plate here. Don't look at this part, but I have a plate with what kind of a flower? Oh, and I was saying on Monday how much trouble Tim was having with saying dachshund and the chrysanthemum flowers, and how you had mentioned that he needs to get a dachshund named Chrysanthemum. Oh man, you had me laughing so hard. That I think, yeah, I think my stomach hurt on that one. That was so funny. I know there are just some words that, I mean, they are hard to pronounce sometimes, but it seems like every time there's a dachshund on there, and he seems to have a lot lately, that he still can't figure out quite how to say it. But oh man, that was so funny. So yes, jumping back into the holidays, here are a couple more of the Coca-Cola glasses. And these have the pretty pine cone design. They are a slightly green. You can see it a little better on the base here. It's like, oh, I forgot to hit the, sorry, I forgot to hit that just in case I need to go back and double check if I've made really crummy notes, which I think I did. So let me see here. Number 16. Um, Yes, I have a tendency of sometimes making really bad notes for myself. So I wanted to make sure I put that in there. So just in case I have to. But yes, every once in a while we have to just be a little careful. And I do appreciate um, everyone just being a little extra careful because, yes, there have been some things going on. Um, with outside people just popping in for like one or two things trying to cause a little trouble. So, but I do remember seeing you and I did remember seeing your information. So thank you for that. So here are the slightly green tinted Coca-Cola glasses with the pretty pine cones and like little holly berries on here. And this pair of glasses is $6 and it's number 8. And Thomas Lynn, which I know that you are also with Sue, so thank you for that. Yeah, I don't usually get Vinny during my sales because I think he is either at work or just getting off work or just getting home from work right about this time. And I have a pair of what I thought was um, bookmarks. But then it was pointed out that one of them could be a letter opener, but they are both elephant themed, and I am trying to get them out of the plastic there. So this is like a very light aluminum, and so I'll scroll down so you can see the pretty elephant design. And we've got some trees and some more elephants. And that's just a really pretty design. And again, this is like pressed onto a thin sheet of aluminum. And then here is the other one. And this is the one that it was mentioned that this could be a letter opener. So we have the elephant on top here, and then we have the row of elephants. And this feels like an older plastic. Not like a new plastic, but like an older plastic, not a celluloid, but you know that one in between um, plastic. You know the feel of it. Um, So this pair, so both of them are elephant themed, and so you get a letter opener and a bookmark. And I am not getting them back in that plastic. It just doesn't want to open. And so these are $8, number 7. And I see precious lavender buttons. And oh, can't forget about this fun one. So this one was great. This one comes with a bonus, but this is not the good part. So here is oh no, I haven't heard any updates, and I'm hoping we get some updates, Beth, on Michelle. So yes, if anybody is able to go out onto Instagram and check to see how she's doing with after her surgery, or if her surgery is over, um, she must be out of surgery. I hope she is. I hope she's doing well. So yes, everybody send your good thoughts and prayers and everything to Michelle for her recovery after her surgery. Knee replacement surgery is, I'd imagine, not fun. So yeah, so hoping and wishing her lots of well and good wishes with that. So here is a pendant. This is a glass pendant. And what's fun about this is it is stamped Murano on the back. And I love this color of blue that they used on the back of this pendant, but beautiful swirls in here. And I'll get it into the light so you can see that it has a little bit of a shimmer to it with the pretty colors that they used in there, and that it is heart-shaped. I thought that was really sweet. Heart-shaped Murano glass um, pendant. And so this one, I am going to do an offer up on this one. And I am going to start it at $15. If anyone is interested in the Murano glass heart-shaped pendant. And I will say that it is, let's see here, about 1.75 inches long. And it does end, I know it's a little hard to tell, but it does end right down here. Let me get it right there with a little bit of a tip on the heart, which I thought was very impressive to do with glass, to get a little bit of a tip on there. Again, I am always impressed with glass work and how they do things. It's just amazing. So yeah, so this is almost 2 inches. It's kind of just a little more than 1.75 inches. So when it is up to me, you can see it's about that big when it's on me. So it's definitely big enough to see, but not so big that it's going to be clunky on you. But there is, again, a little bit of weight because that is a double glass, because it's got the blue on the back. And I have two people at 20 right now. And number 39. And so right now, I have Auntie Christie at $20. And Susan at Pickled Tink, you are also at 20, but if you want to stay in, Um, okay, there we go. I did, however, I already have one in here, so I would say, Marianne, if you would like to purchase, you are able to, along with everyone else. And Tiger is jumping in as well. So right now, I have Tiger at 23. And then we have Joe back here. He just joined us. He is also a black cat. Gracie has a little bit of white down here and then on her tummy also. Joe is pretty much all black. Okay, so it looks like we have Susan at 24 at Pickled Tink. If there is anyone else, now is the time to jump in there because I am going to call this for $24 for Pickled Tink. Thank you. And I have had very good luck with black cats. So I would not hesitate. Um, and that's 24. Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate with black cats at all. Joe is very sweet. Um, he can be a little troublemaker when he jumps into places that he's not supposed to, but he is still a very young cat, so he's going to do crazy things like that. Um, but yeah, he is very, very sweet. I am lucky that way. And what is on that? Hmm. Well, I was going to show this one dish, and now it's got a little bit of residue that didn't come off when I cleaned it. So I think I am just not going to have this one until I figure out what that is. You had a black cat named Vader. Oh, steal your scrubbies. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's do this one. So I showed this one. This was my purple reference. Okay, I will go back and I will show it anyway. I will show this one first since I have it right in my hand. Um, did I write this one down? Yes. So I showed this in, I think, the preview video, and I could not remember who made this. And so this is Gray's Potter, Gray's Pottery. Boy, that was a tough one to say. Gray's Pottery. And this is from Stoke-on-Trent in England. It does not say that on it, but it should say that on it. And this is a really neat technique that they use, which is it's purpley because it's like a purple and copper glaze that is put on top of this. And from what I can tell, this must be some kind of a like what a sailor would give a gal before he went off to sea or something. Yes, I did sell the book, the elephant bookmarks. Yes. Where it says sweet Oh, sweet is the sensation where two hearts in union meet, but the pain of separation mingles bitter with the sweet. So I figure with the ship on one side and the poem on the other, that this must have something to do with some kind of a going away sailors, remember me kind of a picture. But it's very nice. And again, it's really pretty with the glaze because you can see how the purple and the copper kind of blend together to create this really neat effect in the light. It's very pretty. And this is $13 for this picture, and it is number 30. And I'm just reading through the chat because we are still talking about cats being rescues. Yes, um, mine are all rescues, and they are the best. I see the Frugal Magpie for number 30. So this is the dish that I will go ahead and show, um, but it has a little bit right down here in the corner. There's like a little bit of a white residue, and I'm not sure what that is. Now, it probably would just scrub off. I didn't give this dish a really big scrubbing. I just kind of gave it a gentle wash to get some of the, dust and everything off of it. But this is, again, the same print as the purple dish that I showed, but this is kind of an orangey, like a marigold. I think it's trying to be like a carnival glass, but it's kind of that in between. It's got a little bit of the iridescent shimmer to it, but not a lot. But it is nice. Again, this would be great for fall or something for like Halloween or Thanksgiving, even with the orange colors. But orange also works great for spring because a lot of flowers are also orange and that yellowy kind of color. So if anyone is interested in this, even with the little bit of residue on there that I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's going to come right off. But this was just $6, number 21, if anyone would like this one. Oh, with Werther's in it, the caramels. Yes. And so Thomas Lynch and Sue, I have you for that. Thank you. Yes, the purple bluish one is the exact same dish as that. And then I also have that dish, but I have it in a white milk glass. But it's the exact same pattern, but it's a white milk glass, and so I like that pattern a lot. It's very fun. I actually have that turned upside down, and I'm using it as a pedestal for a display. Yes, Christy, you did get the purple one. So up next, I have a pendant, but this one is kind of strange. And it's not that it's an owl. That part isn't strange. And it's a really cool owl. That is really neat. But it is on this cord, but it doesn't have a hook. It is like glued on to the cord, which I think is really, really strange. Oh, hello, Maria. Hi there. I have an item that I want you to see because I think you would know a little more about it probably than even I do. Um, so yeah, I thought it was really strange that somebody would make this really cool pendant and then not put some kind of a hook on the back so that it could be um, on a chain. But definitely somebody could um, take this and put a chain on it so that it could be a little more adaptable to different styles of chair of wear and chains instead of just on this black cord. But he is really neat the way he's linked up, and the colors that are used in the enamel is really nice. And he's got these big rhinestone eyes. And all together, let's see, from his tail up to his ear, he is about 2.5 inches, and he's just about 1.25 inches across. So not real big, just big enough to show off. And this owl is $15, and it's number 40. Oh, for goodness sake. And then Maria, I was going to have you look at this because I think this might be Swedish. Here is the name of the artist. And then here is the type of, I guess it's a type of duck, but I thought maybe this was something that was up in your area in Sweden that you might have seen. So next up, I've got a couple bigs. And I have got this aluminum tray. And this turned out beautiful after I gave it a nice wash. Nice shine to it. And did I write that down? 34. Nope. Thought I was smart enough to write down. Yes. There is the artist's name. Oops, let me get in here a little better. Well, so I think this is about 15 inches across. Really nice size. And on the back, it says Wilson Spec, Brooklyn, New York. So there is the back. Now the back I did wash this up, but I could not get the kind of oxidation on the back there to go away. But on the front here, that is just lovely. And I'll get in here close so you can see the pretty design on here. And then the rim here is also really nice. And that's just a really beautiful design. It's SPEC, Wilson SPEC, Brooklyn, New York. And yeah, from what I could tell, maybe this was from like the 40s or 50s that they were doing these. Yes. But I don't think there's a comma. I think it's just Wilson Spec without a comma in between Wilson and Spec. And this tray is $13 and it's number 34. And then I'm going to do my other big, which is this beautiful basket. So this is a wonderful tray. You can see it's got a nice rim on it. I don't know. I would think that the spec maybe was just an abbreviation for like specialty or something like that. It's a beautiful pattern. And this one I did do, have I ever scanned a picture in eBay and get idea? No, I have not. I usually just, look things up, but I don't think I have ever scanned a picture and done that. I've done like the Google search every once in a while. Every once in a while, I'll get lucky and it'll actually find something. But a lot of times, Google doesn't find a darn thing. It's kind of useless. Yes, I can do an offer on this. The one thing I want to point out, though, is that because of the size and because of shipping from Washington State, I did want to mention that depending on if this is purchased with anything else, that it might be cheaper to ship this, um, but um, the shipping cost, if I'm shipping it across the country, like if I'm in Washington and I'm shipping to Florida, it's going to be about, what did I write down? About 1650 to ship this because of the size. So I just want to kind of throw that out there because I know, sometimes of concerns about shipping costs, but this one is 12, yeah, because I think it's about 18 by 18, which is about the biggest that I can still get like a kind of shipping discount on before we really go up to some heavy duty shipping costs. But I do believe that I can get this item shipped for about 1650. And again, if there's something else that I can stick in the middle to ship, great. But otherwise, and just kind of be prepared that this on its own, that's probably what it's going to be because this is about 18 by 18. But isn't that just a beautiful design and stuff on this tray? And I do not know what this is made out of. When it comes to baskets, I know I like baskets. I like the designs of baskets. They are made with so many different kinds of um, barks and leaves and twigs and grasses that there is no way I could ever figure out what things were what on these. But if anyone is interested, I will go ahead and do an offer. I will start this one at $15. So feel free. Here is the back of it in case you're wondering. But yeah, I thought one, for people who have those really fun, like Ottoman style, um, uh, like coffee tables, this would be great to sit on there as kind of your catch-all on your big ottoman. But yeah, on a gallery wall like behind me, that would be a great like centerpiece item to then do your baskets, all around something like this, that would be such a great focal point for a basket gallery wall. That would just be beautiful. But yeah, so many uses for something like this. And you can see it's very nicely made. Again, somebody who has a very nice talent for weaving made this. And yeah, I just thought, because I know that the big, the sectional with the ottoman in the middle, something like this would be really great on that to, you know, throw things in that you need right by your TV. Now, shipping this to Canada, I don't know about the cost on that. The cost to ship this to Canada could be absolutely insane because of the size. So do keep that in mind, because the bigger you get in shipping to Canada, it gets really expensive. Yeah, this is really beautiful. And it's such great colors, finding this dark color mixed in with the light. Such a great contrast in there. Yeah, because Marianne, your boxes don't get this big. Your boxes, the size of your boxes to keep the cost down, not this big. This is 18 by 18. That is really huge. So yeah, so just keep that in mind, because I think shipping to Canada would be way too much money. But you can definitely, if you want to, do some calculations while we're doing this to see what the cost would be. But yeah, that worries me. I try to pick items that I know I can ship fairly economically. And that's why this one in particular, I went out to do the US shipping to see that it would cost about 1650 to ship this one kind of on its own, which is a lot. And again, because it's 18 by 18. Um, mm, Sorry, I need to get a little drink. Mm, whew, got a little tickle in my throat there. Okay, so who is still in and who is out on this one? Yeah, that's true. And that's kind of what I'm counting on, Tiger, in order to be able to ship this. That I can pretty much just kind of stick this. If, Pretty much, I can just stick this in an envelope, or in a padded. Nope. What am I trying to say? A poly mailer. And to ship this, because if I have to do something like that, then or something more than that, then it's just not going to work. Again, to get it kind of economical. So it looks like we are at $26 for Michelle. Oops, let me get the right bit here. Nope, I'm getting the wrong. I'm not doing well with one-handed typing. Let me try using two hands. Oh, she outbid herself. Okay. Thank you, Christy. That, no, I don't think it's flexible enough to be rolled. The sides are um formed enough that it's not for rolling, but that is a good point. Oh, and look at Dee is jumping in here. So Dee has jumped in for $27 for the beautiful basket. I'll give you guys one more look there. And okay, so Dee, Dee is still in. Okay. Yeah, this is really cool. I the most of the baskets that I picked up in this lot, the woman had a very nice eye, and she picked up some very lovely baskets, and they have, for the most part, have been all very nice, very high quality baskets. Okay, so D has this one. So congratulations, D. Or Jessica. Oh, that's so nice of you. For her new house. That'll be lovely. Okay, so I have got a really pretty ring, and this one cleaned up nicely. This is on an adjustable band, so I am able to easily get that on my big finger. Oops, great. And drop it and have it roll. I will be right back. There we go. Oh, goodness. So here is the ring. Now, this center, I believe, is just like a plastic, um, not really a stone, but then there are these pretty rhinestones around. It's just a nice little flash, just a nice accent. But again, it's on a nice adjustable band, so it's very easy to fit on different ring sizes. Yeah, it could have been a cat toy. I was a little faster than they were. But you're right. Something drops on the ground and they usually pounce on it. So it's just a nice little fashion accent ring. And this is $9, number 51. And I see pickled pink for number 51. Thank you. And I'm going to do a scarf next. It kind of does look like that ring, doesn't it? I thought so too. So this is, I bought a bunch of linen and wasn't expecting scarves to be in with the linen, but hey, what the heck? This is a very pretty design. So this is half of it. And then here is the back half. And this is marked 100% silk. made in Korea. And it's a nice long size. Now, I'm not as fashionable as like Laura and all of them to be able to do my hair the cute way that she does with all of these types of scarves, but you definitely could do that. I know, I think one of these days Fatbird Finds needs to do a scarf tutorial on different ways that they can wear. You can wear scarves with all of their great. They keep finding great scarves. But this one is $10 and it's number 6. And here is the back of the tag. Oops. And next I have a framed art print. And this is by Harry Leith Ross. And let me get, oops, which side is it on? Oh, it's right here. So I will try to get in right here is where it has the artist's name. And this one is called Bucks County. And it has a very nice house with a beautiful horse. And then we have, I believe this is like a church up at the top of the hill. Now, the back, I guess someone was looking to see if they had stored their millions of dollars worth of inheritance back here, and they did not. But you can see it is an older frame with the wood or the nails in the wood to hold the print in. So that just needs a little touch up, but I just wanted to, since it was exposed, I just wanted to kind of show off that it was the older style. Yes, it's a very nice house. And the frame is 11 by 9. And the print itself is 7 by 5. It's a very nice, tranquil picture. Beautiful colors. Yes, very peaceful. And this is $17 and it's number 54. Yes, it is kind of surprising. I would think that there would be chickens in there too instead. And oh, Margaret Gwen. Well, hello there. I have you for 54. Thank you. And next, I am going to do a beautiful brooch. Now, the fun thing with this brooch is that there is not a backing on the center stone or on these clear stones. So depending on what material, and I'm going to use this scarf, depending on what material you put your pin on, it's going to change color based on those colors, which I think is really cool. So if you have it next to the purple here, you can see it gets nice and dark. Next to the orange, it really picks up the orangey colors. And again, with the red, you can see it picks that up. So it's kind of a fun effect that depending on what color you put by it, it's going to kind of change and pick up those other colors. But it's a beautiful, technically I have it upside down. So here is the pin in the back. And hello, Beth. Thank you so much for stopping in. So I am going to do this one as an offer also, because I just think that's a really neat aspect of this pin. I'm going to start this one at $12. That again, depending on the fabric you put it up to, that those clear stones change their appearance. So if you were wearing a white outfit, you can see how much lighter they are than when it's up against a darker fabric. So I just thought that was really neat. And so you get the center stone, and then you have the four stones that kind of match it. And then there are four stones that are kind of a creamier consistency. Then you have the rhinestones around the center stone that are round. And then these little beads out here that are kind of a darker green. And then here is the back. And oh, I was going to measure it. That's what I forgot to do. So it's about 2.5 inches long. So it's got a nice size to it, 2.5 inches long. And it is about 2 inches tall. So about 2 inches by 2.5 inches. So it's got a nice size to it. And then again, here it is with some red material behind it. I'll get it with the green material and then the brown material. So each one kind of takes on the different colors of that. Oh, hello, Belinda. And Debbie, hello. I think I forgot to say hello when I saw you pop in. And number 6. Yes, we actually just finished with the basket. And so it looks like we have Terry Nichols at $18. And so I am going to say sold to Terry for $18. So thank you, Sharon, for that one. So I have a set of cards. These are from 1993. So surprisingly, 1993 makes them almost 30 years old. Hard to believe that anything in the 90s is that old, because the 90s just don't seem that long ago. But these are a set of 5 greeting cards. And they all have bunny rabbits on them. But when I first looked at them, I thought that they were Easter cards because they had bunnies, but they're not. So here is the first one, and we have this cute little bunny couple. And this one is a blank card on the inside. And then here on the back, and it says 1993 litho in USA. So this one is a blank card. The next card, here is the cute bunny couple. And this one is wishing you a lovely day. So it's just a nice little greeting. Here is the next one, cute couple. And this one, just another general nice greeting card. There is another one that is blank. So here is a little bunny with his toy duck. And this one just is thinking of you. And then this must be the other blank one. So here is the cute little kids catching the lightning bugs. And that one is blank. And they're all 1993. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. They look like Easter cards with all the little bunnies, but they're not. But they still are cute, and this is a great time of year for all of those little cards. And there are 5 cards, and these are $5, number 14. These would be great to turn into Easter cards. If you are a card maker, those would definitely be good for you to use as kind of a backdrop to turn into Easter cards. And I'm going to find a better spot for those. And Beth at Carolina Princess. So thank you for that. So I have another art print, and this one is really interesting. It's hard to get it in here without the glare because all it wants to do is just look at the glare. But this one, I'm going to measure this really quick with the mat. It's about 11 and a half by 9. So it would probably fit into, again, like what is it, a 14 by 11 frame. And on the back, there is a note on here. And this says, this is a lino cut block art. After the print is pulled, it is hand colored using golden acrylics and barrel prism colors. And there is just a very small little hole in the plastic right up here. And I opened that up briefly to rub my hand on it, and you can actually feel the acrylic. So yeah, so this was a print, a block print that was then later hand painted in, and you get this beautiful design. And this is on a well, this part is sitting on a back. This isn't like an actual mat, but it's sitting on a back like a mat. But you definitely could remat that. Sounding like I'm rhyming. Oh, but really pretty. I love the irises in here. I thought that was a really nice touch. You don't really see like a farm scene with irises. So I love that. It's like the morning sun coming up and the rooster getting ready to crow. And if you really, when you see this in person, to see the way that they've done all the clouds, it is really beautiful the way that that is painted. I know it's not coming across. Oh, and I don't have my light on. Oh, there we go. That'll help. Forgot to turn my light back on. But you can, hopefully, um, it'll come across how beautiful this print is and the lovely way it is painted in. And the clouds, the way that they swirl are just, it's really, really a neat technique. And so this print is $20 and it's number 52. And you'll get the note on the back that talks about how they painted it in and what this is. So you get a little bit of the, again, the history of this. And this gal, I think, is just, I don't think she's the artist. I think she's just somebody, but because I did kind of a little search to figure this out. And she is on Lopez Island in the San Juan Islands in Washington State. So, but I don't know what her association with this is. Let's see. So I'm going to do fabric next. And oh, Michelle's knee surgery. Yes. And that's right. The frugal magpie does know Washington and this area very well. And yes, they are beautiful, very expensive if you are thinking of relocating there. Very, very expensive. So this is like a table runner. This is just half of it. And although it is like Christmas colors, it's not really a Christmas design. It is just a nice floral design. And then I'll show the inside color also. Lynn, I'm sorry, I am not quite sure what you're saying there. And I'm sorry if the audio is cutting in and out, let me know. So here is the back. And again, Christmassy kind of colors, but not really a Christmas content. And this table runner measures 56 inches long by 12 inches. So here's the short end, 12 inches. And then here is the long, 56 inches. And this does have, what is this tag? It has a tag on the end, but I don't know what this tag is. It's not a brand or anything I notice or know what it is. But with a tree on there kind of makes me think that maybe there's some eco-friendly company or something like that. But this table runner is $10 and it is number 2. So thank you guys for letting me know. Oh, because it wasn't front. I know I have a microphone and I am trying to figure out how to set it up because as soon as I plug it in, then I have like no sound at all. And I keep trying all the settings, but none of them are working. So I will figure it out eventually. And then I'll have the microphone on me again and it will be, I think it'll be better, but I need to just play around with it a little more. It's not quite as plug and play as they said it was because every time it's like something is off on one of my settings. So, but I will keep playing around with it. And here, I am going to show this. So this is a hand-painted vase, and this is like a hurricane style. It is a nice thin piece of glass, so it's pretty lightweight. And thank you, everyone. I appreciate the feedback. So very pretty floral design on here. And you can see we've got a couple of bumblebees flying around. And this one is about 5 inches tall. And this is $7, number 10. You can't party all weekend anymore. Oh no, poor Margot. Oh, let's see, I can put that there. Okay, and I have Marianne for that one. Thank you. And I have a pretty stretchy bracelet. So this is a stretchy bracelet, and I am going to put it on. So it has these really pretty, I will say, just because Vinny isn't here, it has the dangly beads on it. And these are the word that I cannot say. Well, some of these might be, are they hand? No, I think that these are glass balls, beads with the flowers on the inside. No, not the cloisonne. The mill. I have, even when I write it down, I still cannot say it. Millefiori, I think, where they've got the flowers on the inside of the blown glass beads. I believe that's what these are. Plus these feel like glass beads. Yeah, I just cannot say it. The words, it's like dachshund and, and now I can't remember the flower. But yeah, it's like that. There are just some words that are just so hard to say. This one appears to be like maybe, no, maybe that one's, no, that's the same thing. Um, but it looks really pretty on the way that everything just kind of dangles down. Very pretty. And again, nice to wear, but if you wanted to repurpose it, there are a lot of beads on here to use for repurposing. And this pretty bracelet is $10, number 41. And it has really nice spacers in there also. And I see, oh, Happy and Harnett. Hello, Kathy. And I have a Joseph's Original. This is the year number 1. So here is the first year. She is so cute. She is in fantastic condition. Her wings are attached. Her head is attached. All of her fingers are attached. She has her sticker and the Joseph's Original mark on the bottom. She has her booklet for the first year. So she is just in very sweet condition. And she is $12, number 5. And I see, let me put that down right there. Um, Debbie with Angelic Vintage Treasures. That is going to take a little while to get used to that one. I love that name though. That was a great selection. And I have a pin that is made out of metal. And this is a star, and that is some kind of a metal. And then it has the nice little beads hanging down. And this one, nope, this way, says Dream on it. And then here is the back, and it is signed by whoever made that. And this is just, what is that, about 1.5 inches. So it's just a nice small little accent size. And this pin is $7, number 49. And I have Lynn for number 49. I don't know why I wanted to put a 7 in there. 49 for Lynn. Thank you. And I have another clear vase. This one is crystal, though. It has a little bit of weight to it. And it also has some really nice effects with the light. So I can definitely see that this one is crystal. And I believe this is the Star of David design. And then it has a bit of that pinwheel around it. And then here is the kind of in between the pinwheel design. And really nice texturing around the top here. Um, I'm not sure what that's called. It's not quite a sawtooth. It's a little more like a castle, like the edge of a castle is what that kind of reminds me of. And then here is the bottom. And that almost looks like a what am I trying to think of? Oh, like a kaleidoscope. Like when you turn it around and all the colors and everything change. Very pretty. It has a little bit of weight to it because it's crystal. It is just a little heavier than glass, and it is about 5.5 inches tall. And oh, I just realized that's pretty. It has a pretty effect where the bottom design kind of meets the edge where it still has like the cut marks in it. It's very pretty the way it sits. Really nice. This is $15 and it's number 28. But I just, again, there is just something about light, sunlight, and the cut glass and crystal. It is just beautiful. Saw one like that at Galway Crystal factory. That would be in Ireland for the Galway Crystal Factory. And 28 for Mary Ann, Josie's Butterfly on the west coast of Ireland is what you're trying to say. If I'm following that correctly. Yes, on the west coast of Ireland. Nice. So this is a really cute little pin. There's not much to it. It just has a little pin back to it. But look at how cute this is. It is in the shape of a hand mirror. I love that. It's just some kind of metal. And then here is the back of it. But isn't that just adorable? Just about what, an inch and some? Oh, it's almost 2 inches. Okay. Oh, good. Michelle is out of surgery, doing very well, awake, alert, and sassy. Well, there you go. That is wonderful news. Thank you, Julia, for the update. I know we all appreciate that. And well, this one is just going to be $3, and it is number 47 for this one. Number 47, $3 for the cute little pin. And I have Debbie for that one, Angelic Vintage. Thank you. Well, I definitely was not expecting that one to be, I thought it was really cute, but I didn't know it was going to be that cute. Here is a little necklace, and I believe these are, well, to me on the back end, they feel like resin. I know they're made to be, I think, kind of like mother of pearl-ish, but I believe that these are made out of resin from the way that they feel from the back here, but I'm not 100%. I am not 100% sure on that. And then this is like some kind of I believe this is suede. And this necklace is $5 and it's number 38. And Lana, hello, Lana. I have you for number 38. And then this one I picked up. Let's see, this has a tag on it that just says, oh, this is American Eagle Outfitter, and it has just these beads on it. But what I really picked it up for were these really neat charms. Now, let me make sure I get them in the right direction here. Here we go. So this has 3 charms on it. We have a little heart with a rhinestone in the middle. We have a fleur-de-lis, and we have this little key. And I just thought those were so cute. Again, a cute little necklace, but again, great little charms to work with. And that key, I believe, also has rhinestones on it. Let me double check that. Yes. So the key here it's snowing. Oh my goodness, where are you, Pamela? I'm sorry, I never paid attention to where you were located. So yeah, so there are rhinestones on that, and then there is one rhinestone there. And so this necklace is $6 and it is number 37. It snowed there this morning. Oh my. And I have Jane Newhouse. Hello, Jane. Well, I have to say, um, oh gosh, this was back in the early 2000s in April. It was like what was it, April 7th, I think, even. Um, yes, I can see you, Denise. Um, on, I think it was April 7th, I flew out of Seattle to New York. And when we landed in New York, there was 6 inches of snow on the ground. First week in April. So that was really disappointing. I was not expecting that, and I did not enjoy or appreciate that either. So here I have a yellow. I think this is done in like the Depression glass style, but I think this is later than Depression glass. But this is a beautiful yellow design. It has a flower in the middle, and then a flower and the flower design on each of the panels. And this bowl is about 8.5 inches by about 3 inches. So it's a nice sized bowl, pretty flowers. And again, I am not sure who made this or what the pattern is. If Katie were here, she would probably know. She knows all of that stuff. She's great that way. But this bowl is $12 and it is number 12. This is yellow. I know it's hard to tell. Let me see if I put something behind it, something that's white, I think you can then see the yellow behind the yellow mixed with the white, and you can get a better idea that it's a light yellow. And I'm just doing one more check because I think I have gone through everything except this one item, which I am bringing back. I did show this at the last sale. So this is I think it's more than just a piece of fabric. I think this is either some kind of a shawl or scarf or something. It is 36 inches by 66 inches. So it's about a foot or about a yardstick wide and almost 2 yardsticks long. It could be a tablecloth. It could be some kind of a table runner. It could again be some kind of a like large shawl. It is this beautiful navy blue with white hibiscus flowers, and it is made in Japan. And it is a lovely piece of fabric for whatever you want to use it for. One side is stitch finished, and I'll show that. The other side is not finished. Could be a sarong, absolutely. With those dimensions, it's probably something like that. Yes. Um, Probably maybe something that was used on a trip to Hawaii. This is $15 and it is number 1. And again, it is 66 inches by 36 inches. And thank you so much for being here, Peterson. Really appreciate you joining the sale and having a good time in the chat. Okay, and if anyone is interested in sticking around, I will go through the items that are still remaining, starting with the metal platter. And this is Wilson. Here it is, Wilson Spec, Brooklyn, New York. And this is an aluminum platter. This was $13, number 34. And this one, I think it was 15 inches around. And it has a beautiful pattern on it. And it cleaned up very nicely from its little wash. You can see it just really sparkles. I had the pair of kind of ashtray trinket dishes. Again, thinking this would be great for crafters to use as like a little separator while they were working on maybe separating beads or something like that. The pair are $7 and it's number 22. I have the platter. This is Thun Bohemia Czechoslovakia platter. Has this beautiful floral design. And here is the mark on the back. And this platter, I think this was about 14 or maybe closer to 15, somewhere between 14 and 15 inches long. And bye, Belinda. Thank you so much for being here. And again, this was $20, number 35 for the platter. I had the uh, amber glass. Woo, that was hard to say. Amber glass pitcher. This was a little, I believe, 4-inch tall pitcher. And this was $7, number 15. And this is a really light, um, like honey color amber. I had the Christmas ornament. This was the satin ball with pins and sequins and ribbon. And it has this really neat kind of velvety ribbon throughout. All of the pins and sequins are in place. And here is the bottom. And there is the top. And this was $15. Excuse me, number 32. I had the belt buckle, the brass belt buckle with patina, and this beautiful like mermaid. Here is the back of it where the loops are. This would be great for a belt or handbag. And that was, oops, $10, number 19. And, oh, Margaret Gwen for number 19. Thank you. I had the necklace that was probably abalone. So it has the little discs through both of the sides of the chain. Well, kind of chain. And then here is the pendant. And there is the back of the pendant. And this was $12, number 45. I had the scarf clip, almost said pin, but it's a scarf clip. And this was a gold tone with a rhinestone. And then you can put the scarf right through the loop. And it does have a nice firm catch on it, so this doesn't move around. It's still nice and firm in there. And then that's a beautiful accent if you're wearing a scarf around your neck. And this was $4, number 48. And I have the Frugal Magpie. Thank you. I had the water lily clear dish, like a little relish tray. And that was $6, number 25. And this was about 7.5 inches across. I had the little party cards. These were a set of 4 for the You're Invited to a Party and Grandma to 11. I have you for number 25. Thank you. And so there are 4 of these identical cards. And they are You're Invited to a Party with the cute little puppy on top. And then here is the inside. And these are Forget-Me-Not cards. And there are 4 of them. And these were $5, number 13. I had the candle holder that had a couple of issues. Still a pretty candle holder. Pink and floral design that I do think this is a transfer. This part is. It did have some gold trim around it that has faded. This is the chip right there. And then there is a crack also right here. It's hard to see, but there is a crack there. So I would not use this for a burning candle just because of the stress of the crack that's right there. Wouldn't want it to come apart with a burning candle, but definitely could be put in with a display candle. It's not marked on the back. There was probably a sticker there at some point, but this was $5, number 24. I had the pair of CocaCola glasses. These are white lettering. So we have Enjoy Coke, and then on the flip side, it says Enjoy Coca-Cola. And Jane for 24, thank you. And this pair of Coca-Cola glasses was $5, number 9. For the white lettering, Enjoy Coca-Cola and Enjoy Coke. And oh, and Sue switched to Sue. I have you for number 9. Thank you. I like that. You keep us in suspense. We don't know if it's going to be Sue or Tom on that one. I like that. He's still here. Oh, good. So I still had the rooster. That was the lino cut color block, hand painted, and that was $20, number 52. The silk scarf. This was 52 inches by 10 inches. I have not done the reindeer yet. So keep watching. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the reindeer. I almost think I might save it for like Christmas in July. I don't know. I don't know. So this was $10, number 6. I had the this is on like thicker card stock paper, but this is a really nice print. Um, and let's see, I have the Frugal Magpie first for number 6. Thank you. And so I thought that there were a lot of bird and duck lovers out there, and this was a beautiful piece. Now, this is for like a stamp page for if you had the stamp, but I was also thinking if you took that part off, that this would be an absolutely beautiful art print to have. Here is the artist. I would try to say it, but I am not going to say it well. Other than Axelson for the last name, I can say that. And then this is a Mergansers type of bird. And this little print was $2, and it was number 56 for this. And again, this is just on thicker stock paper. I had the vintage frame here with the artwork of a statue. Kind of has that Italian type feel, possibly Spanish. And this is a nice, you can see, nice vintage frame. Here is the back of the frame. And then it has this little hook in here for hanging. And this is a sticker that says Villas Magus Company, Chicago. I totally butchered that name. And the frame measures about 8.5 by about 6.5. And the print is 5.5 by about 3.5. And this was $12, number 53. And then I had this one. This one was from the Metropolitan Art Museum. And this is a cat. This is based off of this artist's work, 1926, of a cat. And oh, 53 for Auntie Christie, because you actually figured out where it was, huh? Very good. That frame, I'll say just the frame alone, I think you're really going to find that that is a really classy frame. So here is the back. Let's see if I get this. There it is. So this is from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Now this is mounted on a board, and it is heavily lacquered. And there are a few condition issues with some like scratching on it. So you can see right there, there's some right there, and there's some more right there. However, if you're just looking at this without knowing that it's there, you really don't see it. And it's such a neat print. So cool. And just in case size matters, it is 10.5 inches by 7.5 inches. And this one was $16, number 55. And I had the owl pendant that wasn't quite a pendant because it was glued back. I know exactly. I am sure he would agree. So here is the back that is glued on. I really wish they had put a hook on the back of this to mount it as a pendant, because this design is so neat. It is so well done. But this is $15, number 40. I had the crocheted table topper. This was 34 inches by 30 inches. It's very possible it was a square at one time. It has this design in the middle. It does unfortunately have, like, this is a stitch that is missing. And oops, somewhere else. Oh, up here. So there are 2 stitches that are missing here, and there is a little bit of a color, like a reddish orange color right there. Because of the missing stitches, I didn't want to weaken that too much by doing too much stain treating, but I would imagine just a little OxyClean or something on there would probably take that out. But again, this is 34 by 30 inches and would just be a really pretty like top to put onto your tablecloth to give it just kind of a different look, kind of a seasonal change. And this is $12 and it's number 3. Ooh. And then the fibers start flying. And I have a made in Portugal copper fish mold. So here are the famous Jello style molds. This one is marked, oh, here it is. Tagus, Tagus, Portugal. And it is this beautiful copper fish. It does have a hook right here, so you can hang that on the wall. And it is in really nice. The copper is in very good condition. The inside possibly was used, but it is hard to tell that there is the inside of it. And this one was $12 and it's number 18. And then I had the yellow bowl. That was $12 for number 12. And it has the floral, kind of a rose design on it. And I think that is one more time through everything. So thank you so much to everyone who lasted throughout that. And really appreciate you guys being here. And again, I got a little behind. And for anybody else who comes along and watches the replay on this, if they make it to the very end, I did. Need to take a couple days off because I had to get my um, business numbers done. What was number 1? Number 1 was the made in Japan hibiscus flowers. And yes, Grandma 211, I do believe I remember having your information. And the rooster was this one. The rooster, I don't have, well, I don't have rooster on a fabric. If I did, I don't have it for this sale. I don't know. Things, um, no, well, number 1 was the fabric. I was thinking the rooster. Oh, you were thinking the rooster was number 1. Okay. But yeah, I had to get my numbers updated so that I could do my taxes, which I did get done. Uh, I get confused too. I had my driver's license renew. I had 2 professional licenses that renewed. I had to get my car tabs. I had to do some kind of an annual filing, something for Washington State. It's like I had all of this stuff come up at once, and I just needed a few days to kind of get all that taken care of and just kind of focus on that. So I am so sorry I haven't been doing invoicing and packing and shipping and all of that stuff. And Denise, you would like the amber cup, um, which is this one. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right one for Denise. And that was number 15. Okay, thank you, Denise. And Lana, the price on that, no, if you're asking if I will sell it for 10, the answer on that one is no. But thank you for your interest on that item. Yes, this is glass. This is it is a glass piece. There is not a seam on it, so I believe this is a blown glass piece. Because I would see a seam on it if it was a pressed glass. So yeah, so I just had to get all of that done, but now I am ready to focus on all of that. I found it was a few months ago. They called this week, and holy cow! And your driver's license? That is crazy. Yeah, I I can't imagine that they wouldn't take a copy of that. How are you going to alter that? Oh my gosh! And the office is closed. Oh my goodness. Well, they made you go through a lot, didn't they? Wow. Uh, what a hassle. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so that pretty much will wrap it up for me, and I am going to get going on all of these things. And yeah, so you will be seeing invoicing and everything from me. Um, There are some of you though that I know are still kind of in the chat here who do frequently buy on Wednesday and Saturday. If for some reason I send you out an invoice and you would like me to wait until Saturday, that is not a problem at all. I am very happy to hold on to things, to combine shipping costs, to wait for another sale. So keep that in mind because that is always an option. So we'll just kind of play around with that and see how big some of these boxes get and what we can do. Um, yeah, I know. I think a lot of people do kind of appreciate it when I can combine shipping. This was just a little more of a delay than I usually have. So some of the boxes might be kind of full. So we'll see. I know how big I can go in box size in order to still get the good shipping discount. So I will kind of play around with that. And yes, I know that there are some things, and I have some seasonal Easter things that I know I really want to get out the door to make sure that everybody can enjoy them since Easter is so darn early this year. Um, that definitely want to make sure people can enjoy their Easter things that I still kind of have around the packing area. And so, yeah, so I know I certainly would appreciate, combined shipping on things. So I definitely know if I would appreciate it, I know that most of you guys would appreciate it too. Um, so yeah, so I will be playing around with that to get you guys the best shipping deals on things and appreciate your patience while I get through. Yeah, taxes and all that yucky stuff is it's horrible. So I'm really glad to kind of have that behind me. Although I did do the what did I do? I did the H&R block, so then I sent it over to one of their people to kind of give the once over to before I send it in because I feel a lot better having somebody who actually does accounting take a look at whatever I did in plugging numbers in because, what do I know what I'm doing? So anyway, yeah, that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Take care, and I will be seeing you definitely around. And oh gosh, I can't even remember everything that is going on tonight, but I'm sure I will be seeing you at some point. So take care, and I'll say hi to you guys in the chat. So thank you guys so much.